So a quick summary. I know last week we didn't run, but the brief overview from the last session was you guys had made your final discussions with the hag, the crone from the pools, and decided that you was going to make your way back without her aid, without a need of an exchange for more favours, to be shown a safe route out. He came across the strange bearded fey creature that almost kind of has befriended you in a way, warned you of like the friend that had been gifted to Clarence, and you went on your merry way, did a bit of stealthing, I believe, that failed, and resulted in you fighting some cave fishers, and you were all covered in sticky gunky goo, and just when you thought you was going to be overrun, a strange odd looking fellow jumped to your aid and began to help assist in defeating these creatures, who you found out a little bit about him and why he was probably in the area. And as you chose to follow him in hope to find an exit of the Whitbeck Pools, he stumbled upon a group of hill giants, one of which had a particular object around his neck, and he was not shy in making himself known, his presence there and his intent, and walked quite casually and without fear in their direction. And that is where we left off.
Okay, so before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we had a plan, and I just want to double check if everyone remembers what said plan was. It was wasn't a stupid plan. It was bold.
Did you write it down in the chat?
I believe I did. I just wanted to make sure that everyone was still aware that that was a thing and hadn't like forgotten. I'm going to double check the exact order of operations. Let's see. Yeah, when my chat loads, but I think I remember. It just depends on whether or not our good friend will be. What's your name again? Sorry.
Zartlan.
Zatlan. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, depends if you're going to be cooperating, and I believe you aren't. But I thought we may as well ask.
I mean, no, but we'll see how things go. I did warn you about some of the personality traits of this character.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a very GIF thing. They're just like designed to be incredibly stubborn, like weird aliens.
I think the term you're looking for is arrogant.
Some would say stupid. Because I tell you now, you're probably not going to 1v1 a hill giant. But okay, right. So the plan was, if we remember, involved me becoming very big. However, I need the exact order of events.
If you guys are deciding to continue an encounter with these hill giants, then I do need you all to roll initiative before we begin.
Oh, we're not doing that.
Here we go. Yeah, I have a cunning plan. There we go. Here we go.
I am willing to let them try their plan.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, I can do this as action and bonus action and movement. Oh boy. So, Lana, you ready on the special effects?
Give me one quick second. What? Roll 20.
Has the hill giant noticed our gift friend just yet? Like, are they aware of their presence, or are they so far unseen?
I'm pretty sure they're aware of the guy in
They're
full
aware of
control.
Zarlan.
I
most
was
definitely.
I was thinking that might be the case, but I just wanted to double check.
Pyrotechnics ready.
Okay. Here we go. I'm going to turn my lights on. Do a bit of vocal warm-ups. Okay, right. So, as the GIF strides forward, Jirak is going to bonus action activate the the Skeen rune, I believe it's called, making himself large and resemble Is rune, making himself large and blue-skinned and giving me advantage on intimidation checks against giants, increasing my strength to 22 and giving me resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage, poison damage, and the poison condition. And I then use my action to cast Enlarge on myself. So I am now 4 squares by 4 squares large and approximately 24 feet tall. And then Lana, and then I believe Lana starts making lightning come down from the sky.
She does.
And I start striding out from behind the cover, bellowing in giant towards the hill giant that spotted my food. I'm going to stride up behind the GIF, grab it with one hand, which would approximately be the size of the GIF. Grab him, look at the GIF in the face, and say in giant something along the lines of food not allowed to run away, and then whisper in common, play along. And then I'm going to point at the hill giant and say, you stay away from my food. And then turn as lightning crashing down, hopefully making myself look as much like a storm giant as humanly possible. Being 25 feet tall with lightning crashing down all around me. Then turn around and stride away in good time, but not looking like I'm fleeing, ideally, because I've only got a minute.
So, as you're
Lightning
doing
coming down
all
from
of
the sky.
this, I would need you to do me a. Would it be deception or intimidation?
I was
I
going
think-
for intimidation, like sort of the shock factor of storm giant running up, and then just shock to the senses. But
I believe in this case it would actually be performance.
oh fuck! Why are you going from me?
You're probably right. In fairness, yeah.
But
Let's do
whatever
let's do performance because you're acting as if you're a storm giant.
Okay.
Whatever it is, it's at advantage because I'm
Yes.
helping with
Yes,
the
absolutely.
pyrotechnics.
Yeah, and
Absolutely
the
advantage.
being a big fuck off
Because you
25 feet
are
tall.
large and there is thunder
Okay.
or lightning.
Okay. Oh fuck! Do you know what I've just remembered? I've got you reduced charisma.
Oh,
Here we go, baby. Come on. 17. Not so bad. 19 on the die. Okay. I walk up. This is my food. I grab Zartan, and then just immediately turn around and sort of like that.
Okay.
Like I'm not running away. I'm just walking away at my own pace, but also very much running away.
Sure. You see, like, one of them just kind of look back and he's like scratching his head and is like, I don't know. The storm giant.
if any of
Hopefully
them
using my
come towards us, I'm gonna lightning just in front of them.
Okay.
Yeah. The lightning is in time with my hand gestures and such.
Oh yeah.
Do not look at the man behind the curtain.
May I attempt to break free of the grapple?
If you wish.
Pretty sure he gets advantage on this, if I'm not mistaken, due to the
Okay.
size difference.
So athletics with advantage, 24. I believe you have disadvantage because I am 2 sizes.
I mean, they've got
larger than you.
-3 intelligence, so I would say everything seems to be pretty good.
Now, who do ties go to in terms of grappling?
Who's got the highest
I think
dexterity?
we've both got dexterity. I've got a +5 to saves, +2 to the actual score.
I'm a full player. I only have +1.
Okay.
But I do have my paladin aura for talking saving throws.
The only reason I was using dex is because the dex is usually like the tiebreaker for like initiative. So I was just trying to think of who would act first and be quicker at it.
That's fine. It was
I
more a
think,
matter of
yeah.
It was more a matter of Startland would not go along with this if there wasn't some show of.
That's a role-playing athletics check,
Sure.
of course.
I would say for this and the tiebreaker, Jurek would probably be quicker, so the tiebreaker would go to Jurek.
Sounds good.
You start struggling, and I just squeeze really hard. It's like, I should fucking play along, and then stepping like as aggressively as I can, just like actively stomping my feet.
Mm-hmm.
I will point out that I have the same athletics modifier that you currently do.
Jesus.
So as you begin to walk away, what behind the cover?
Just out of sight, ideally.
Okay.
If there's like a downstairs, or
I mean, the way
like,
that
round
you
the corner.
the way that you come back would lead you back to the sort of pathway that you was in the middle tier, where the the cave fishers were sort of rummaging around, but it's up to you if that's the way you.
Yeah. The problem is I'd prefer for it to look like me, like, you know, naturally disappearing from sight, rather than like, you know, the Superman step inside of a phone box and then step out again and it's Superman or Clark Kent. Like, because that's what would happen if I stepped behind this pillar. Is all of a sudden the storm giant would disappear. So ideally, sort of just naturally out of sight to the point where they wouldn't be able to see me, even if they sort of like moved around a little bit.
Yeah.
But if there isn't such a place, then I will just have to.
Yeah, no, I will say for game's sake, you a few sort of maybe 40-50 feet away from like around the corner, and you can no longer see the giants in sight. You still hear obviously their stomps in the distance, sort of stomping around the ground, because you're still in the vicinity, and of course these probably aren't the only giants in the area.
Mm-hmm. Once I get to a reasonable stopping point, I'm going to put the GIF on the floor and then just like pick up a big rock that they can't lift or something and just sort of like put it on their chest so they can't just pick it up and run away. Okay. And then and go back to regular size.
Again, I would challenge you to find a rock that I can't lift.
Okay, right. Yep, marking off all this possible. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, yeah. And I go back to regular size, and once we're hidden and presumably everyone else is there, I'm gonna say, at least fucking tell us in advance, please, for the love of God. If you're gonna do something stupid, warn us in advance that you're gonna do something stupid. Don't just walk out and do it. It's very stressful.
I told you what I was seeking. In all likelihood, what the leader is wearing around its neck is exactly what I've come.
Couldn't Jurek do like a knowledge, I don't know, be like history or just straight intelligence check to see if that was like a hill giant leader or like a grunt?
Yeah, you can do a history check, I guess.
Oof. 8. I'm just seeing if I get anything special for that, for being a giant focus
I was
fighter.
just going with the. I was just going with the simple assumption that whoever's most decorated is the leader.
Yeah, but I want to make a
cultures
point of
like-
saying like something along the lines of like that was a fucking grunt and they had your sword. You really think that like you'd be able to take them if the grunt has a sword like that? They're clearly dangerous, but unless I've advantage for being like a giant themed fighter, I don't know.
I mean, I won't give you advantage, but even with an 8, I would probably say your knowledge around giants is that he wasn't necessarily a grunt, but he wasn't a leader. He would probably be a descendant of a leader, so like a son in training kind of thing.
Gotcha. Like a general, but not the
Yeah.
king sort of thing. Yeah, gotcha.
A babby that they're going to be really pissed if we kill.
Yes, yes. Son of the king is usually a hotly wanted assassination target in, typical culture. So I can't imagine hill giants would take something like that quite so. You'd be turned into a paste, a very thin, very fine paste. These things are not to be fucked with.
If I can't handle a few dumb animals, then I deserve the dishonor of falling here.
It's not about
Off you go.
you being able to take the animals. It's about us being. We as a group definitely could. But if you're running in by yourself, 30 feet ahead of everyone, then you're going to get turned to a pace before we can assist. If you wanted help, you could very well ask for it. And if you tell you what, if you're a proud man, question mark.
Yes.
You're a proud being. So I know you probably would struggle to ask for help. So if you don't want help, say now. Otherwise, we will assist, or I will assist. Everyone else can choose for themselves.
I will not turn down capable assistance. So long as you don't get in my way, I have no reason to stop you, and shall endeavor to keep any who assist me alive as long as possible.
There we go. Now we've come to an agreement. Now, should we try and make a plan about how to attack these things? I have a bit of expertise, shall we say? But it's not a.
These brutes seem rather simple-minded. If your little deception was any indication, should I be able to get them within a near enough radius of my person, then I should be able to crush their simple mind's will and keep them in place for you to assist as you will at range.
You understand that keeping them in one place is, well, it's not exactly going against their preferred tactic of stand still and smash things with a big stick. Did they look like archers to you? Did they look like spellcasters? Or do they look like people with big sticks?
And do I look like some spellcaster to be beaten down by big sticks?
You look like you'll generally be beat down by a big stick. Regardless.
If I managed to do it, and that's the first time I've ever been that large, and I managed to do it with little to no difficulty, I think they would manhandle
little
you.
to no difficulty. You were barely holding on.
Gerard goes, this guy. Don't know what he's even talking about. I'm swole. Anyway, sorry, but you are. I am but one giant man. There were more than just the one that you were attacking, and he was not your lesser spotted hill giant.
And you're fortunate that I realized who you were. I did not strike you as an enemy.
You're making it very difficult to want to help you.
Let us put it this way then. I need the star that giant carries. If you wish to assist me, I will see you properly compensated for.
Tell us more.
Yeah, I was going to say, Lana, you're up.
I did acquire a decent amount of the coinage used on this material plane and can appropriately compensate any who assist me in this manner since you seem rather insistent that I need assistance.
Yeah, but when you say you acquired some, are we talking like 100 gold? Are we talking like 1,000 gold? Are we talking like 5 copper? Because, where are we at with this?
I think 100 gold pieces each is appropriate compensation for a single fight.
Yeah, but there are 3 rather massive hill giants. 100 gold for each giant, I would take.
How about this then? I have no desire to see the leader fall to anyone but myself, but the other 2 could be annoying in my duel with him. Two giants in the way, 200 gold apiece.
200 gold per person per giant?
I'm going to lean
200
over.
gold to 200 gold to each person assisting me.
Oh, that will. I'll take that. I can't really complain.
I'm going to lean over to Lana and say, make sure that we get exclusive looting rights.
Looting. How are we doing this? How, like, if we're going, you can obviously you can take the leader. He's all yours. We promise we won't touch him. But the other
The shard
two,
is the shard is the only thing I desire. Any other trinkets they may carry are yours to take.
I reach my hand out to high five Durak.
My high five without looking. It's
Wonderful.
instinctive. Sixth sense.
Lana's sticking a hand out to shake. Deal.
He will take it and very firm grip on this.
Lana's not backing down. Fuck this.
You hear bones start to crack.
Can I call for an opposed strength check, Nick?
Yeah,
Go for
sure.
-2.
Oh,
Doable.
was a bad
It's doable.
Bad roll.
that's a bad roll.
That's it. Oh, okay. Please, God, don't fuck me over.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! So
He will actually kind of incline his head in acknowledgement.
When gold's involved.
so
Awesome.
Now,
Which one's got the trinket that you want? Is it the one closest or the one furthest away?
I believe it's the one furthest away, right, Nick?
is the one. Yeah, he's slightly bigger, bulkier appearance. He's much more like
Yeah. The
darker
token's
skin.
bigger
Yeah, he's
on that one, right?
yeah.
Cool. Okay. Right. Well, I'm up for this. What about you guys?
Clarity, isn't it? I mean,
Oh yeah.
yeah, man. I've got family members that need money.
I'm gonna give Thorn a very dirty look.
Now, as I understand it, deals made on this plane in such a manner are usually a certain amount up front and a certain amount after the fact. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, they
Common
are.
practice.
Would you say that half each way is appropriate?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
It's but a shame we can't kill half the giants in advance.
Mm.
He will go ahead and hand 100 gold pieces to each person.
Okay. Make sure you mark that down, guys.
Ah,
There are
101. On my
Oh,
way
I'm on
out.
101 as well.
Hey!
I've also got 10 copper and 18 silver.
I will say this: when he's taking out the coins, you see that he's got hundreds of gold, at least, after paying that much. So he
I'm
wasn't
gonna-
kidding when he said that he had acquired some funds.
I'm gonna lean back over to Lana and say, if he dies, like in
Yes.
combat, he said leave the creature to him.
Yes,
I think it's only fair.
I agree.
But he is paying you guys to take on 2 of them.
Oh boy,
Clarence is,
this should be good.
Clarence is
Do
quickly
you have
going
any
to take
preparations to make before I begin my advance?
Not at the moment.
Clarence is quickly going to take a knee and say a quick prayer.
Okay.
Have you got the ability to heal us?
I've got a little bit of
Who still
hit point
needs
loss
healing?
as well.
Yeah, because Fulfin's like next to no health. Clarence, what are you praying for?
I am praying to Iyun to add 1d6 radiant damage once per short rest.
Zartlam's
But-
going to go ahead and pump. I'm going to go ahead and pump 10 points of healing into Thorfinn with my lay on hands.
Okay.
Okay, right. I've topped
Leave me
myself
with-
up with the cure wounds. Oh, this is going to get violent.
Is that just something your class ability, Clarence, or is that
No,
is that a request?
No, that's something my maul can do.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay.
I will also take a knee and pray, but I doubt anyone here understands Githyanki, so
Okay.
probably would be gibberish.
What is it you're praying for?
Just generic victories,
Sure. No
cutting
worries.
down my foes, typical Stripe Emperor.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and roll me a religion check? What was the roll? 20, 18 plus the 4. You can add a 1d4 to your first damage attack roll.
I'm sorry, you cut out. What was it?
Sorry. So as you begin to pray, you feel the sense of warmth of a minor acknowledgement, and you feel in that moment that you have the strength required to succeed in your quest. Your first attack, you can add 1d4 to the damage.
Nice.
Okay. While everyone's doing this, I'm going to do like a pick up dirt, face paint. I'm going to inscribe the rune of Haug and Issa onto my shield and armor, respectively, giving me all kinds of resistances and stuff once I activate them. And then, just as we're about to go, I'm going to Hunter's Mark the nearest, because the nearest one isn't the one we're leaving for the Gith. So I will Hunter's Mark the nearest one, and yep. And then as we're about to sort of charge around the corner, enlarge giant smite, activate the runes, and sort of just Super Saiyan in the blink of an eye, essentially. Again, making myself very, very large, and giving myself a lot of extra damage.
Is that just double your size, or is it 4 squares?
It's 4 squares again. Yeah. I cannot do that often. Yeah. Cool.
Okie dokie. So, as I'm guessing you're approaching the giants now.
Well, if we're not, I've wasted all my abilities.
Okay. So as you return, you're back into view. The one that you saw scratching his head looks a bit confused. You see almost a sense of realization as your skin is now normal color. I'm guessing it doesn't turn blue every time you do it.
No, that's a that's a.
So
different thing.
it kind of looks a bit confused as you no longer got the blue skin, and there's no lightning, and the Gif Yankee is like by your feet, and you see a look of realization, and he kind of screams out, "No, no, get ready!" And he like raises his club in the air, and I need you all to roll initiative.
Fuck. Oh, that's not good.
Jirak, can I just move you out of the way for a moment because I can't click my character?
Yep, go for it.
Yes. Thank you. You can move back now. Thank you.
There we go. I'm trying to figure out where I'm standing. I have to count 4 squares instead of 1.
I literally rolled the same initiative for both of the bloody giants.
At least we know we're going to go then. Or when they're going to go. Ooh, and that's not a good number either. Hell yeah.
Oh, that's a little bit better, but still not great. Right, is that everyone on the turn order? I think I'm waiting for Moltraz to return.
I'm missing from the turn order again. Can't remember how to do it so that
So
it goes
click
on
on your token.
Yeah.
And then click your initiative. If you right click on your token, you can click add to turn.
Oh, what do you mean my token in here?
On the screen.
If I right click
Actually,
on
in
it,
the
it doesn't do
battle
much.
There you go. You should be able to edit it there. What was your roll?
16.14.
Okay, there you go. That's everyone. Yep. Okay, that's that. Descending. Okay, so Kega goes first.
Seeing as when it's going, Kega will just run forward and I think do nothing else.
Okay.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. Just running forward slightly slowly. Actually, wait, no, she's going to action dash as well then, since there's little else to do. Oh, God. Yeah, there. Cool.
Good to know. Zartlan.
Alrighty. I will go ahead and dash forward. And then bonus action, cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. Thorfinn.
Assuming we're not fighting this first one because that's the important dude.
No, this is the one that's closest. This is the big one that's got the object around his neck.
I can't even move that far. I can only move about there. Move up a bit. That's about it.
And this is the thing with fighting giants. You have to sort of just everything's 3 times as big. It takes ages to get anywhere.
Goplana then.
How long has it been since the whole I am a thunder giant, hear me roar?
Probably about 10 minutes or so. If that,
Okay.
it's not been terribly long. You literally went around the corner, come up with your plan, and came back.
Okay. So over 10 minutes.
A quick reminder to Thorfinn and Jack. I did cast Aid on you guys last session, so you're max and current hit. But just a
I would say you're on the 10-minute mark.
Okay. Then I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna call lightning again and see if I can scare some of the giants towards the back.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Hang on, how far away is that? Bloody far. Okay. Oh, it's still in range. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm gonna have it land by there, so it's just a DC.
Okay. What is it? A dex save?
Dex, yeah.
That's a 19. That's a nat 20.
3.
Still
Yeah.
10 points of damage.
Okay.
So considering they've got a 3, 3, and a 7 on initiative, I don't think we have to worry about their dex too much.
Oh, sorry. It didn't work, or it did work?
They saved with the 19.
Oh, never mind then. And then
Yeah, it's a nat 20.
she's gonna run around to about yeah, she's gonna run 2 by. Sorry, Jarek. Just moving you for a second. Just sit there.
This is the real in-person D&D experience. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to move you, Minnie.
And she's gonna bonus action Thorn Whip because it's now 60 foot away.
Okay. Who are you whipping?
Yeah, no one.
I was like, what?
Well, you say that. What armor are these guys wearing? Are they just like naked with a loincloth on?
I mean, no. I mean, they've got like rags and like as you would imagine, outlanders wearing kind of like shells of the cave fishes as like shoulder armor and like bits of goat hide and bits and pieces that they've kind of fashioned as clothes, but most of their armor, it seems to be natural.
Okay, so they're wearing something.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Clarence, then, please.
Clarence is all the way at the back. I will dash. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Okay. Give me a second. Okay. Jirak.
Somewhat premature, but I have moved myself. Oh, I've just seen now that the the token's that big. I could see the little lion thing on my armor. That's cool. now I've been like 5 times the size. Okay, so I charge forward. Action to dash. Unfortunately, being bigger does not increase your movement speed for some reason. But I'm going to get to here. Bonus action, I'm going to set myself up to receive a charge. And I'm just going to start like screaming at the top of my lungs, come on then, like sort of get the attention away
Almost
from
like a
these
war
two
chant
here.
kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah. Like a Maori hacker. Like,
Yeah.
to try and allow our new gift friend to sneak into the back line there, so he doesn't have to deal with a rabble.
Sure. Okay. How far can the hill giant go? Okay. Sorry, did you move your token to where it needed to be?
Say again? No, that is
okay. That's where
that is where I've moved to. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's just unfortunately as far as I can get.
Yeah, no, that's fine. The one by you kind of sees you like a little bit off, like weirded by what you're doing, concerned because of course you look identical to the thing that came around earlier, but now look different, and then gets distracted and goes, "Ooh, kitty, here, kitty," and then begins to bound towards Kegger.
Okay, right. Let me double check the wording on my feet because this might help a lot. Yes. Okay. Good. If he comes within reach, which he definitely is going to, since I've used my my charge. Once he gets to a point, it doesn't stop him from moving, but I get a free opportunity attack on him, even if he doesn't leave my reach.
Okay.
And yeah, as he runs towards Kegger, at least I'm going to get one good lick in.
Okay. Go ahead. Ooh,
14 hit.
A 14 does hit.
I've been waiting to do this for quite some time. Oh my fuck. 1, 2, 2, 1 on all my bonus damage. I'm so mad. Look at that, right? Okay. 1d8 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2, and then plus 1d6 plus 1d8 plus 1d4 plus 1d6, and I got fucking 20 damage. Yeah. I just like nib away at his ankle as he runs past.
Yeah, so the hill giant does take his attacks. He raises his great club into the air, twice, may I add. Uh, 20 on the first attack.
AC 15, I
and
believe.
an 11 on the second, so one of them hits for 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I didn't like that one bit.
Summer. Who?
She's typing.
Oh, okay. Sorry, couldn't tell.
Or she was a moment ago, anyway.
Gain the ability to heal yourself as an action. So you're healing yourself. Okay. Is there anything else you're doing? Okay. All right. Fine. Then the other two hull giants. Why? Oh, now I can't see anything on my sheet. What's going on? 1 minute. I may have some technical difficulties with my sheets. The screen's not refreshing. What's going on here? This is not fun. I may need to reload, and I really don't want to. Several things I can't see or do on my screen.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh, one of them moved.
Right. I actually can't see at my end other than the token stat. So he's got to be. Where is he? He's got to be around here somewhere. There he is. Oh my god, it's such a pain. No, sorry, I'm gonna have to reload it. 1 second.
No worries, it happened.
Literally, like the whole map is like reshifted, so I can't actually see anything. There we go. That's a little bit better now. I've not got anything open though, but never mind. So he moves. What do we think? 45 to there. That's fine. To there. Hill giant. Where are you? Range. Okay, let's see how far away you guys are. Oh, you're within range. You're not within range. Yeah, we can do yeah. The one on the high raised platform picks up a boulder and launches it in your direction, Zartlam.
Alrighty.
Misses with a 10 as a boulder comes crashing right in front of you, but just narrowly misses. The other one,
That wouldn't even hit my unarmored AC.
no, the other one comes forward too and gives like a typical hill giant like scream. And Kega's turn.
Okay, Kega will stand still and retaliate, unsurprisingly. Oh, come on, there we go. So, cannot do a charge because she's right next to the bloody thing. She's just going to actually going to move around so she has advantage from flanking, but otherwise staying still. 16 to hit.
16 will hit, yeah.
11 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I'll get around to that in just a sec once my bloody map is re-thinging again. Okay. That hopefully won't move or change. Okay, Zotland then, please.
Alrighty. Zartlam is going to completely ignore the stairs, run straight towards the leader, and use his psionic jump to get up.
Okay.
Which, with a dash, should get him right there.
Yeah, that's fine.
And it's just going to point his broken sword at the leader and declare, in common with it, don't know if these things will understand or not, but you have something that belongs to me. Come and face me, cat.
Okay. Thorfinn then, please.
I'm assuming I can use my dash.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know that last time. I only noticed it when other people were using their dashes. Yeah, I'm just gonna. No, I'm not going near him. I'm following after the OP dude. I'll be about here. And yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Good planner.
Dun, da, da, da. Lightning with 0 damage.
Lightning.
You know what? I'll take it. It'll go by here, so it didn't hit anyone else.
Where's that?
A bit here.
Yep. Okay.
DC 14.
Dex. Pow. Come on, dice. Yeah. Okay, that hits.
Cool. 6 damage. And then a Thorn Whip. Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not hit.
I don't know what it's doing today. Awesome. Thank you.
So the lowest one that has it, I think, was a 16 from Kega. So it's at least it's at least 11.
Clarence.
Clarence. What's Clarence going to do? Clarence is going to run between Jirak's legs up to the hill giant and will come crushing down upon the giant's toe.
Okay.
With his maul.
Nice.
Oh, he's also going to bonus action rage. I just want to put that out there.
The long belated history of your ancestry, memories of tales of the gnomes of the Whitbeck pools being wiped out by the hill giants floods you into a series of a blood red rage. Go ahead, make your attack.
And I'm going to shout, they called me the giant toe stubber. 21
Yes.
for 27 points of damage.
Nice. Okay.
And then I will hit him again on the toe next to the big toe.
Yep.
If you crit, that's going to be when you hit the pinky.
16
16 does hit.
for 13 points of damage.
Okie dokie. Jirak, then, please.
Okay. Nothing too exciting. Feeling quite disillusioned because he whiffed. But now with advantage on these two attacks, just going to try and stab this dude in the face. So 30 to hit both times.
Of course.
For come on, man. A combined total of 16 plus 17 plus 9. What is that?
It's enough. He's
A decent amount of damage.
Yeah, he's good. So he kind of goes down with a big thud. The ground does shift. You can hear a very slight crack in some of the stone structures that have formed here. Okay.
That's, the cracking is worrying, but I'm going to then move my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. 6. There you go. Directly towards the stairs, so as to help out over here.
Okay.
And advise my smaller companions not to go where that body just fell down.
Okay. So that's that one. That one down. So Summer, please.
You skipped the one next to me.
Did I? No, that's the one that fell.
If you hover over them in the initiative, it puts a yellow square over which one.
It might just be where I've hit the token. It's fine. It's the same token for all of them. Sure. Oh, no. You might be right. No, you might be right. Yeah, because I rolled the 2 3 8s first time. That's fine. Thank you. Although I can't select him now. For God's sake.
My Roll20 is just playing up. I'm just refreshing the page, so it might be a general thing.
And Summer's spending her turn screaming.
Come on. Yeah, Roll20's been a right bitch.
For once, it's actually working fine for me. Of course, now that I've said that.
There we go. If you just refresh the page, it actually turns up.
Let's bring that up. Let's go. Yeah, he's gonna see you approach, come into, if I can, which I can't again.
No, it's not letting me do anything either.
God.
No, I just
Here we
pressed
go
my
again.
tablet.
Doobie-doobie-doo. There. Do that. obviously he's gonna step towards you, Zartlam, and go for the attack. So that's a 22 on the first one. Does that hit? I know you had an armor or something.
Actually, no, that doesn't.
Okay, then the second one will also miss.
I didn't catch.
Sorry.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, 22.
That would have hit if I hadn't cast Shield of Faith.
Yeah, thought as much. And the second one is a 15, so I guess that misses as well. So
Yeah, giants deal a lot of damage if they can hit.
if they can hit you. So yeah, that's that one's attack. And then it's Summer. Summer said she's doing something. One at the top of the stairs. Can you and will you move your thing where you need to, or is it already in place?
She already did.
Okay. Yep, wonderful. Yeah, as the giant in front of you bashes its large club in front of Zartlam, completely missing. As it comes sort of down to your height, you just kind of scream in its face. Much like I'm doing to the computer right now. We'll say that the first one, the second one is that him, and he will step towards you. And he will try with his great club. So the 19 misses, but then he's got a nat 20 on the second one. Will 28 hit your current AC?
Sorry, you said 19 misses and then what?
The 19 misses because you've got your shield up, haven't you? And
Yes.
A nat 20 for 28.
How about no? I'm going to expend a luck reroll.
Oh. That's for his
As I
damage.
said, they only deal damage if they hit me.
If they can hit, yeah. Where are we? Hill Giant, Great Club, Submit. And that's another 19, so that misses.
Just smacking their clubs away with my shield.
Yeah, they're bashing the stonework around you. Kega then, please.
Kega will, seeing what happens when she goes ahead, is going to just follow along beside Jurek, not dashing to get in front, just appropriately beside, and that'll be our turn.
No worries. I could just imagine Zartlam doing loads of barrel rolls, evading these clubs that come down.
Yeah, just Dark Souls, just from side to side.
Totally. Then it's Zartlam's turn.
Zartlam's going to spread his arms wide, look between the two, and just declare, "You are not."
Sorry, you
I
cut out
use
there.
my channel divinity. Zartlam will spread his arm wide and declare, "You are nothing compared to me," as I use my channel divinity conquering presence.
Nice.
They both need to make wisdom saves or become afraid of me.
Okay. Well, I have a 7 on the smaller one and a 15 on the bigger one. What's the DC?
15 is meat.
Ooh,
15 is meat to beat.
right. Well, the bigger one succeeds, but the smaller one is.
But for the smaller one,
Yep.
he ain't going nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And as my bonus action, I will cast Wrathful Smite. Oh, I meant to do the card there, not the attack.
Okay.
Basically, I'm prepping a smite on my weapon
Yep.
as my bonus
Yeah,
action.
no worries.
And that's it for me.
Wonderful. Good. Thorfinn.
Because channel divinities use.
Quick question: if I
Yes.
dash, is that the
Yes.
same as my movement speed?
That's
or is
your
it half?
movement and your movement. Wait, it's essentially your movement doubled, but it
Okay.
uses a bonus action to do so.
Yeah, it's calm. Ooh,
Keep in mind that that's a ledge there.
yeah.
I was only able to go straight up because I have a special racial thingamajig.
You know, I want to try and go straight up. As my rogue, I'm going to try and climb it.
The side of the edge, because that's 60 foot to there. The actual cliff side, getting to the second platform, is about 15 feet. So you'd lose 15 feet.
Oh, okay.
And you'd need to do a acrobatics to be able to climb it.
So realistic, I just literally get him to the top of that.
About there,
acrobatics.
No, you get to the top and you fall. And you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay.
Jira tries not to laugh.
That's the end of my turn.
Oh. Got planted.
Puny Minotaur.
Lana's going to gonna dash, not a bonus action, which will get to there.
Yep.
And then she's gonna. Can I get any closer by using my bonus action, or?
No, not really.
That's fine. I'm going to just Thorn Whip then again.
Okay.
Please.
It's 60 feet range now, isn't it?
Oh hell yeah!
Nice. Which one, the
24.
smaller or the bigger?
The smaller. I've been told that I don't hit the tall one, so I leave the tall one.
Yeah, you hit with a 24.
Wonderful. 11 piercing.
And doesn't the Thorn Whip pull them closer towards you?
Shit. Only no, because it's too big. It won't.
Okay, all right, good. I was gonna say that's not what you're gonna be doing.
If it's only one size bigger than you, isn't it?
I think it's
Large or smaller, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as like you can only grapple a creature one size larger than you or smaller.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay.
Clarence, then, please.
What happened to the third giant?
You bashed its toes. You looked up at it, and it fell.
But what about the other third giant, the one that's now invisible?
The what?
I can only see two giants.
Oh, well, one's down, and you've got one that's here. If you can see that.
I can't see that one.
Right. Okay. Then that's where the other one is. Is literally.
Okay. Cool.
Right there.
Either side of Zartland.
The circle envelops the lower portion of the token.
I will dash to where Summer is.
I'll keep doing that for a little while just so you can know where it is.
Thank you. Actually, can I just run to Jirak and just sit on his toe? Sit
You
on his
just want
foot,
to sit on his foot. Sure, why not?
so that he can carry me. But you
Almost
hold
like
on.
what you do with a child when you're teaching
Yeah,
him to
you
dance.
cling to
Yeah.
the legs.
Yeah.
Carry you
Wait.
or puck you?
Wait.
Oh my god, you could kick me so I can fly to him.
Oh no, I was going to say, do you want me to throw you?
Yeah, you can throw me onto him so that I can then sweeping attack him with the maul.
Yes.
Ah, the
Okay, yeah.
time-honored D&D tradition of gnome toss.
Yeet the gnome!
Yeet the gnome!
But you sitting on Jirak's toe would obviously constitute as your movement.
Yeah, so can I hold my action for when Jirak throws me at the giant?
I will allow that. It will be
Thank you.
Jirak's action to be able to do that, though.
Action or
Attack,
one of my
because he's
attacks?
throwing me as an attack.
I would say one of your attacks then.
Okay, I'll throw that. I'll throw that.
And also, just point of interest,
Mm-hmm.
whilst I'm in midair,
Mhm.
do I also get an extra attack for holding my attack action? Like one at the front of the head and then one at the.
I think he's referring to the fact that he has extra attack.
Yeah, I mean, if you have an extra attack, then yeah, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, sir.
Right, Jirak, then, please.
Okay, so I mean, first things first, yeet the gnome.
Yoo-hoo!
Just like when I was a child, throw him towards the nearest hill giant. And what do I need to roll? Just actually, I've got a hand axe. I've got as a thrown attack, so I'll use that. There you go, 26.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I throw Clarence at the one on the left, and then I am going to. Am I tall enough to just like hook a leg up onto?
Do I inflict damage on the giant as I hit him?
You're holding your action to attack him as you hit him, right?
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if my body causes any damage.
Does the added velocity of being thrown through the air?
Do me a favor, roll me a persuasion, DC 15 and above.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Me. Oh, great. -2. Look, can we just say no? Because
it's less humiliating.
yeah. Persuasion. Is this to persuade the DM?
Yeah.
Okay. Persuasion.
No.
9.
Sorry.
Can
mate.
Can I use my inspiration to re-roll?
I think if you're using his inspiration, it should be an auto success.
How
No,
do
not
you
unbiased
people
or anything.
function with nobody having charisma?
Very poorly.
You've
yeah,
listened
we
to
don't.
the audio. You know how it works.
There you go. Someone's got it.
We are dicks, and we've accepted this.
Because of the sheer audacity of asking, yes, I will allow it.
Thank you.
Dude.
That's what inspiration it should say in the player's handbook. If you get inspiration, it should be an auto success on doing something stupid.
Yeah, no, I will allow it as an auto success, but you only make the damage the hand axe would have made.
Did you roll a 4?
I did even worse.
Okay, the hand axe. Oh, okay. I'm assuming not included. Actually, do I get hunter's mark because I'm using it as a weapon?
No.
Okay,
all of that
it's just
stuff.
the 8.
All of that stuff is to pick him as my target. Like, do I get bonus for being enlarged because I've got more strength?
No, you're throwing
I'm pretty sure.
a weapon you are not proficient with.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. I will. Let's not get into the argument of whether or not I'm proficient with gnome.
Oh,
More
dear.
discussion we need to have.
I will take the 8 damage. So yeah,
I think there would be some serious questions if you were proficient with children.
Throwing children. Oh god. I grew up in a circus. It's fine.
Okay. Fine. Clarence, please make your attack.
$10
No, sadly,
and
10
$16.
misses. A 16, however, will hit.
It's like a boomerang. It misses the first time, it hits the second.
Yeah.
So that's
The rebound.
24.
24. Nice.
Some of it is radiant. I don't know if that.
No, it doesn't make any difference.
Do you get the second radiant damage on that attack?
What do you mean?
Because you get the radiant for your weapon and the radiant for being a zealot barbarian.
No, that's only like once.
Oh right, okay,
So this is just the Zealot Barbarian Radiant.
gotcha. Okay, yeah.
So back to Jirak.
Yeah, back to Jirak.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Seeing how well that went, I'm gonna look down at Thorfinn and be like, "Do you wanna, a leg up?" I'm gonna move. Actually, what's easier?
From the
Yeah.
creators of gnome tossing, we bring you minotaur tossing.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna, rather than attack, I'm just gonna like go over here and sort of just like not give a leg up, but like grab Thorfinn like with his horns in between my fourth and thumb.
The sport that swept the nation. Minotaur tossing.
Just up onto the ledge, and then I think are my legs long enough that I can just sort of like step up over onto that, like as difficult terrain or whatever, or do I have to go upstairs?
You'd have to like almost that you would do on like a low frame bunk bed. You'd have to kind of roll onto it. And
if you're getting like a kitchen side or something. Yeah. Okay, cool. Then no, I'll do that. I'll use all my movement to get up here and bring Thorfinn along with me.
Okay. Right. Wonderful. So yeah. Well, they're concentrated on the one that enticed them. So that's.
At the start of his turn, he takes 4 points of psychic damage from my arm.
Does, yes. Well remembered. Thank you for that.
And his movement speed is 0.
Yeah. Should deduct anything from that. And he's frightened of you, so his attacks are at disadvantage, aren't they?
As long as he can see me.
Yeah. A 10 will most definitely miss.
I love Conquest Paladins.
Fortunately, I mean, you're fortunate you had the disadvantage because that was a 25 as well. Okay, so that's 1. And Summer. Narrowly being missed and almost crushed to death by Jirak clambering up onto the ledge. Under the little one's legs. Oh, sorry, Jirak. Under here, I'm guessing. Okay, go ahead and make your attacks. Yeah, they both hit. Nice, that was good. Yeah, and spend a key point. Yeah, okay. The first one misses, the second one hits. guys are getting away with this almost scot-free, it would seem. Okay. So, one. Wait, there. Yeah, one of them's down. I should really delete him. This one. As the larger one sees the intensity of this battle, becomes enraged, raises his maul, his club, and that's a 28 to hit Zarlam.
Splat. Here's whack-a-mole.
You are nothing
that
to me.
Is that a nat 20 or is that?
That is a
or
nat
did
20.
All right, go ahead and roll damage for that.
Okay.
I don't like the way you said that.
That's
Yeah,
18
no.
plus 10. So that's 28.
And I bounce it right back into his face.
Yes. I love that Meliodas touch. Well remembered.
I was just thinking, I should have used that on the nat 20 instead.
Okay, yep, and the next one is 24 to hit.
I've already used my reaction. That is meat to beat with my shield of.
Okay, that is 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
I maintain the shield of faith. And I maintain the smite.
Yeah, wonderful. And then it is Kegger's turn.
Kegger will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and dash, but not actually dash, just to get, so not within range, but close enough. The next stage you're going to move and attack to there. Nothing exciting.
Sorry, she's not moved on my thing yet.
Well, she's basically right at the top of the stairs, but that's going to be a turn.
I think I need to bloody fresh roll 20 again.
It is not liking you today.
I know. Usually, I roll 20 usually performs very well for me. But today, it is not happy. Bloody chat logs blank. There we go. Yep. Zartland, please.
I will circle around the big guy to get out of the other guy's way of facing the small one, which does give the small one an attack opportunity if he wants to.
He will, most definitely. At disadvantage, that's a 21.
Sorry, it was what?
A 21.
That's a miss.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Being an AC tank is so fun sometimes. All right. I'm going to mutter a few arcane words and swing a booming blade attack at the big.
Okay. A 26.
I'm guessing a 26 hit.
Yeah, it does. He's a little tougher, but you still managed to land that. Yeah.
Oh, ignore the second instance of divine damage. I only get that once from the prayer.
Okay.
So 3 divine, 7 piercing, and 2 thunder damage. And if he moves, he takes 8 more thunder damage. And he also needs to make a wisdom save against fear and the smite.
Okay. Wisdom save there. The fear is a 19, but the
only DC 15.
Yeah, the wisdom for the smite is 13.
Wait, I'm sorry, what? You only need to make 1 save.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I thought it was a save for each. In that case, yeah, it's the 19, the first roll.
Yeah, the save prevents him from becoming frightened. He takes the psychic damage either.
Fair.
So yeah, that was a total of 18 points of damage.
Yeah, got it.
And if he moves, he takes an extra 8 thunder.
Yeah, cool. Good to know.
Unfortunately, that is used. I don't get an extra attack when I do that. So, oh, you know what? Bonus action, spiritual weapon.
Okay.
As a glowing image of my undamaged greatsword appears behind.
I'm going to use this. And where do you want it?
Flanking with me. You know, if I remember correctly, it gets flanking from me, but I do not get flanking from it, correct?
I believe so, yes. Because, yeah, I think that was right.
And of course, then I forget to roll with advantage, but it doesn't look like it matters.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that hits, of course.
Actually, let's go ahead and fish for that crit. Nope, okay.
Nope.
So 8 force damage on top of all that.
Nice. Yeah.
I have so many different damage types.
Okay, Thorfinn.
Yes. I'm just gonna run up to this guy and just attack.
Don't forget your sneak attack because they're within melee range of an ally. But 10 will miss.
Do you have advantage from flanking at all? I can't see if anyone's behind it.
Not from that angle.
Right.
The dagger should hit.
Yeah, the 22 hit.
And then I'm gonna disengage and then run away a bit. Where I was.
Okay. Do you want to roll your damage for your dagger?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okie dokie. Koplana, please.
Lana's going to bonus action dash and get herself to just through under the legs of this guy.
Yep.
Is then going to no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to thorn whip. If I press the right button, it doesn't hit, but I'm just going to then look up and shout, "Hey, idiot! Look at the stupid druid! This way! This way!" and see if I can get his attention.
Okay, good to know. Clarence, you are mid rift of the torsos, at the torso of the hill giant. What would you like to do?
Am I close enough to hit him in the dick?
I mean, you'd have to slide down a bit.
I will do that then.
So you're sliding down the shaft.
Fuck it, yeah.
Okay.
My roll 20's being a dick.
Yeah, I think it's doing it for most.
Okay.
So fireman pole.
Gonna fireman pole and then smack him in the ball.
Yeah.
So 19. I'm gonna do it. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
that's the wrong one.
Oh, okay.
And a 10. So the first one, the second one doesn't.
Yep.
That is 18 points of damage.
That's nice. Okay, good. Anything else?
No, that was my attack and extra attack, and I can't really do much as a bonus action.
No, that's fine. Dirac.
Okay. Surprise, surprise. I'm just going to attack this thing twice. Well, I'll attack it once. If it dies, then I'll attack the other one. But
I mean, he still looks pretty good.
Yeah, there we fucking go.
Nice.
So that is. Do the maths. They go 43 points of damage.
Nice. Now he doesn't look so sharp.
Yeah, that's what fucking bitch. And then I hit him again for 20 more points of damage.
Okay.
And I think, yeah, it'll be my turn.
Yeah, I mean, out of nowhere, he's like, eyes swollen, blood from his nose, blood in his mouth.
Jurek gets a grin on his face. You can't tell if it's from the fact that there's blood all over him or that he's 25 feet tall. One of the two.
But with that, he's raises his more about to attack you, but is oddly distracted by another and swings round. And attempts to attack at you, Goplana. If my roll 20 actually does what it's meant to.
Now we get to see how effective they are against people not wearing full. He's still frightened though, so you know.
So the first attack at you, Goplana, 16 to hit.
Hits.
And the second one will definitely hit them with a 19.
Yep.
That is 14 bludgeoning on the first attack and 17 bludgeoning on the second.
Nick, was that 19 with disadvantage?
Would he have disadvantage on her also? Or just you?
All ability checks, attack rolls, and skill checks while he can.
I thought it was just at you.
No, it's as long as he can see me.
Let me.
He does have movement speed again though, because my Conquest Star is only a 10-foot radius.
The first attack is the 16 because that's a 16-19, so that would be disadvantage.
I'll take that 14.
And then I'll do
was it 14 points?
Yeah, the first one's 14, and then we'll do the second attack.
Okay.
Then actually select disadvantage, and then let's see what we got. That is another 16.
Lana's down.
I tried Gabbana.
Yeah, 16 points of damage for the second attack.
Shit.
And he kind of goes, squishy. And from there, Summer, it's your turn. Sorry, Summer, what is it you're doing for your turn? Okay. Is that all? Okay. Pull out your scroll. And the second one is going to focus on you still Zartlam as it would. 1, 2. He has regular, not moving but attacking. 16 on the first one, which I think misses, and the second one is a 25. Do we lose him? Oh, we've lost him. Oh, he's yeah. Hello? Hello?
Who have we lost?
It's alright, it's Zartlam keeps dropping, I think. Can you hear us now, Zartlam? I think it's troublesome.
Oh, we should just come out. You think he's trying to come back in?
Okay.
Meanwhile, is it a yes or a no to my question?
It's a yes.
Oh.
Oh, but they are like steam pools.
Are we talking like Icelandic hot pools? Or are we talking like, ouch, that's a boil kind of pool?
They're not boiling, but you can see that there is a heat mist on the top of these pools. So yeah, more like Icelandic.
Like the ones those Japanese monkeys bathe in.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
The famous point of reference, those Japanese monkeys.
So that misses for him because he's got his shield as a reaction. Okay, so then we move on to Kega, please.
Kega. Is going to go. Not allowed to attack that one, so going to go around this way. Actually, round this side. So hopefully, it. I don't know if like Summer and Lana's position. Don't know where the exact place to be for flanking is, but hopefully, one of the
from
two.
where you are, if you was to move a little bit into the range, you would literally be in flanking.
Yeah, I have moved her.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can't see it or not. But
oh yeah, I can just
she's
about make her out on your chest.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I say from that angle, you would flank with Goplana more than you would with Summer.
As long as it's someone.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. 16 to hit for 12 points of slashing damage. And that'll be a turn.
Okay. 16 will take it down. As it crashes to the ground, heavily. The ground like rumbles everywhere. There's even a misplacement of footing from the other giant, and again you can hear that that readjustment of stone cracking, and the surrounding areas like kind of cracking and breaking, where some of the stonework is beginning to give way.
Is that to the acid pools beneath?
It's hard to tell because it's such an acoustic environment. It's kind of the surrounding areas kind of begin to rot, like crumble, and you can hear like stone and stuff kind of scatter off of the surroundings.
Just generic falling to pieces. Okay,
Before you know,
cool.
yeah. Zartlam, hopefully we can get some kind of
Testing. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, internet cut out and that caused Discord to crash, but I should be back.
Worries. Cool. One giant left.
Second verse, same as the first. Booming blade attack followed by spiritual weapon attack.
Okay. Okay. Yep, 17 will hit. Oh, how weird that is. So, okay. Yep.
So, a total of 21 assorted damage.
Yep. Okay. Nice.
And again, if he moves, he'll take extra.
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be going anywhere at this stage. Thorfinn. Big guy, big shiny blade shard around his neck is all that's left.
Right. Would my sneak attack still work for this guy as well?
Yeah, he's within range of an ally, a combatant. So.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna move in and do double attack again. Well, two-handed attack.
Mhm. Yeah, they both hit. Nice, that's a good amount of damage.
Just a reminder, sneak attack only applies once per turn.
Yeah.
Oh, so it doesn't count for the second attack?
No, it's the first attack, that's why it's a sneak attack.
Got a much better
damage
roll on the
applies.
first one.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for that.
That's right.
It does count on other people's turns, though, so picking up Sentinel as a rogue can be a good idea.
Yeah.
What other ways to get attacks for. Well, actually, you know, Sentinel would do it, yeah, because then you get even more opportunities to get sneak attacks off, or opportunity attacks off, yeah.
Boom. Okie dokie. Goplana is down. Yep, of course. So go ahead and roll your death saving throw. Okay.
A success or a fail?
That's a success.
Hell yeah.
Healer down. Need a res.
Clarence, please.
I'm gonna run up to the main guy. Can I flank him? Hello?
Yeah, of course. You, yeah, a little bit further around, and you'd be flanking. Yeah, that's fine.
And I'm gonna hit him at the back of the ankle, the Achilles.
Yeah, nice.
$21 and 13.
The 21 will hit, the 13 will miss.
So 21 points of damage.
Okay. And then Jirak.
Okie dokie. Right. I'm going to ready an action and say, am I allowed to attack him? I'm waiting for the gift to respond. I'll get into position first, obviously. But
Yep.
if I get the go ahead, then I will attack. Otherwise,
Okay.
If the response would be, I'd rather kill it myself, but I won't hold it against you.
I'll just attack once then.
Okay.
Unless it looks like, still absolutely fine.
I mean, he still looks okay. He looks a bit
Okay.
worse for wear from what he did when you first saw him, but he still seems okay.
I'm going to attack once just to sort of indicate, like, I'm not trying as hard as I could. So if I do kill him, it's by accident.
Okay.
And then it's for 22 points of damage.
Okay. Yep. Summer. The 20 will hit, the 10 will miss. Okay. Yep. Anything else? Okay. Key point. The 19 will hit, the 12 will miss. Okie dokie. 9 points. Yep. Okay. Then it is the giant's turn. He is, of course, going to continue on Zartlam. Where's my? That is 20 on the first one, which I think misses,
Yep.
and 26 on the second.
That one will hit. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna make him re-roll it with a luck.
Okay, let's re-roll that. That's a 19.
Yeah. I knew what I was doing when I made this character.
So as we come to the top of the turn order, could I have everyone but those that are deemed unconscious to roll me a perception check, please?
I don't like this.
No, that doesn't sound great.
I'm gonna guess it's the floor.
And Clarence doesn't notice anything different. Thorfinn doesn't notice anything different. From your perspective, Jirak, you're probably in the best kind of
Bird's eye view.
to see what's going on. You can't see Goplana.
Oh shit. As in can't see, as in like where her unconscious body was. It now is no longer there.
Well,
or...
where she once was laying unconscious, she is there is a giant. As easy as I can put it. So you're not sure. All you know is you cannot see her body or any remains of her body.
I worry that she might have been swallowed by the earth. Oh shit. Okay, right. That's we know what Jirek's going to be doing on his turn then.
Okay. Kega.
Kega, however, is just going to attack this thing.
It's good to point out also that Zartlam notices that Goplana is not visible. Also.
Okay. 20 to hit, 8 points of slashing damage.
Yep. He's looking a bit bruised now, a bit bloody. Quite a bit, I'd say, to be fair.
Nice. Well, Kega wouldn't stop attacking if they are to anyway, because she's a wild, well, not a wild animal, but you know, animal instincts and all that.
Then we come to Zartlam, then, please.
All right, since I did notice, Zartlam will, as he readies his next attack, call out. The half-elf, she seems to be missing. One of you may want to find her. Your transients' lives are short enough as it is. I can handle this one.
Your transient.
And then rinse and repeat.
Okay, I love that. It's like the concern, but really no concern.
Your weak, pitiful flesh is so supple and easily bruised.
Oh, no, we can't have me missing. Pop my last luck point.
Okay.
I have a feeling you're going to regret that.
Getting that one.
Maybe.
Oh,
Wow.
Anna said it.
Well, I do still get to pick which one I take, so it's not.
Okay. Luckily.
But I'm pretty sure 13 misses.
Yeah, 13 misses.
But at least you don't shit yourself.
But I still have my spiritual weapon.
Okay, yep. A 20 will hit.
for 9 points of force damage.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't look like he's got much left in him. He's kind of swaying and staggering a bit.
That's it for me.
Okay. Thorfinn. It's good to point out you also have an advantage from flanking now.
What does that mean? I have an advantage for it to say.
Yes.
How does that get applied?
When you click on your attack, it should query whether or not you have normal roll or advantage or disadvantage.
Oh, what? So flanking gives advantage?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I want to go in with attack again. So it's an advantage, yeah?
Yep. They both hit.
Got to untick the box. So, yeah, take away that 14.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks.
Yep. Well, it's good to know. Do you want to add some flavour? How do you finish him off?
I would have jumped on his knee and then sort of sprung up and tried to, hook on to like just under his neck with both my weapons and then sort of slide down.
Okay, nice, cool. So as you jump up, you kind of use his knee as a platform to springboard off of as you shoot up, and on the way down, dig both weapons in and slide down his torso. As he falls to the floor in an almighty thud, the ground severely beginning to shift and shake now, crack and crumble. There is a very loud crack. I need you all to make dexterity saving throws.
Who all would you say is currently within 10 feet of me?
Jirak, Clarence, probably those two.
You each get +3 on your save from my paladin aura.
27. As I'm doing this deck save, I'm going to start, like, while I'm still this size, basically digging around in the earth with my bare hands, trying to find Lana. Does it look like there's like a big enough that she's like, has she been? Is there a giant corpse that's landed on top of her, or does it look like she might have fallen like actually into the earth?
It's hard to tell. You can't see any sign of her.
Shit. I'm going to start like essentially digging around there, just so I'm at least looking.
So as the ground begins to crack and shake, this whole platform that you're on, other than Summer, this whole platform gives way, and the stone and the rocks begin to smash through into the pools. The pools, all the stone is carried into the pools and breaks the barrier of the surrounding pools. From your perspective, those that rolled higher than the 13 you all see that where the stone pools give way and the water begins to rush out like a waterfall, like a rapid. You see a valley break, where you can see a low valley, a drop below where a river runs through.
May I forfeit my success in order to dive for the shard of metal around the giant's neck to make sure it doesn't get wet?
You're close enough, so I'd say with your success, you managed to. Your dexterity save would result in you getting to where you wanted to go. So I'd imagine that would be the body of the giant.
Yes.
So as this is all happening, Summer, you are, even with your slow fall, you're still taken with the rapids of the surrounding pools and begin to swiftly make your way, taken by the water to the edge of this waterfall style escapade, to the valley below. Jirak, as the bodies of the giants fall into the water and are carried along with the stone, you find yourself again carried by a heavy stone and forced by the force of the river. Anyone that's successfully saved is carried along, but is on stone that is kind of being dragged by the force of the water.
I'm gonna get rid of my not the enlarged, the other one. Get rid of my giant's might feature. So I'm at least at least the rock's not under a massive amount of strain, 'cause I'm 8 times as big. But it's only slightly excessively big. So I'm a little bit smaller. I'm only 2 squares across now. Yeah. So I'll just reduce myself in size a little bit, but then just cling on for dear life and keep looking around for Lana.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you guys are going at a much slower pace that Summer is going at, because the stones are obviously bigger and heavier. You're traveling at a far slower pace, but are still being carried with the current of the pools being leaked out of this area.
I'm gonna. Can I? Well, I've got a fucking spear. I'll just hold my spear out for Summer to grab onto, if possible.
I'll wait until we hear the result of that first.
Yep. So you reach out with your blood spear towards Summer. Go ahead and I think
That's just me using a help action for next time she has to make a save or whatever.
Okay. Okay, fine. So as you reach the edge of this, the actual drop of the waterfall, Summer, if you can make me a dexterity saving throw with advantage as you reach for Jirak's blood spear.
And how far away is she?
I would say she's probably nearly 15 foot away from where you guys are being dragged. So she had a little bit of a head start. You are just able to make the reach for the spear, but unfortunately it's too late for the rest of you, as the stones are carried and pushed almost with like a bottlenecking force, as you're pushed over the edge and begin to tumble to the valley below into the river.
Would you say it takes at least 6 seconds for us to...
Yeah, I would.
Then as we're falling, I'm going to do something so that I don't lose this shark.
Okay.
Gonna have to do a proper repair later, but this will at least keep it connected to my...
Yeah, that's absolutely
No time
fine.
like the present.
As it is already a part of the original blade structure itself, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, you're right in your assumption that a much more comparable repair would be required later.
This is just to keep it from, getting
Being
knocked
lost.
off way into the water or something.
Yeah. So you guys, where's my notes? Here we go. So you guys are dragged through the river of the valley below. From your perspective and the tumbling and everything that's going on, Jirak, you recognize this land as the Wildwood Valley. As the flow of the river begins to ease off, you manage to swim to shore. Could you all do a perception check for me, please? Whoa. Okay. So you pull yourself to the side and you kind of are obviously soaked through. There is quite dense woodland surrounding both sides of the river. The river is quite forceful, but you look in each direction and Clarence, Zartlam, Jirak, and Summer, you can see each other. Thorfinn, you cannot see anyone else, and none of the rest of the group can see Thorfinn either.
Shit. Can we see Lana either? Or is
There
she
is
still...
no visible. Doplana is not in sight as far as you're concerned.
Okay, well, I know that she can wild shape into fish at this level. I remember her being very excited that she get the ability to swim a couple of levels ago. So I know if she was awake enough to, when she hit the water, she should be okay. I'm just worried about whether or not she was conscious when she did so. Shit. Okay. Well, there's not much can be done about that, I suppose.
John?
Yeah, I'm just like, if I can't see you, I can't help, can I?
Zartlam's
I'm not
going to
fucking wizard.
approach Jirak. Zartlam's going to approach Jirak and say,
Can we get our money now?
I think this is where we will need to part paths. You clearly have some folks to find, and I need to do some proper repairs on this, but debts need to be settled first. And I will go ahead and I'll just go ahead and give him the rest of the payment to distribute when he finds people. So that's 600 gold pieces, which, by the way, he's also paying Kega because he considers all animals from the material plane to be on equal footing.
Would that include Eben as well or not?
He didn't notice that one.
He didn't participate in the combat, therefore he's not getting paid.
It's too busy licking its own arse.
And would you say with this piece, the sword would be about the length of a long sword at this point, Nick?
Yeah, I think we agreed that, didn't we? Yeah.
In that case, we're going to say, and since it seems you may have permanently lost companions, something extra. And I would like to leave my shield with them, since I believe the sword would now be...
Yeah, okay.
Can I thank him by doing my piece?
I can't remember. Did we give any properties to the shield?
It is a magic shield. It was one of the magic items I picked. You want me to just tell them what it is?
Yeah. You might as well. I mean, it's up to you. If your character doesn't, he doesn't. But either way, I will need to know.
It is a sentinel shield. Whoever wields it
Ooh.
gets advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks. It is notable because it is emblazoned with the symbol of an eye.
Indeed.
It just provides 2 AC. It doesn't have any bonus there, but it gives you other useful bonus.
That advantage on initiative, though, is something juicy. Also, I say thank you very much. Now, if you don't mind, we're going to either find a dead body or have a funeral without one.
I wish you luck. I shall be seeking a forge to finish my blade as much as I can with the pieces.
This is going to sound very strange, but are you willing to have sex with someone to have that sword reforged properly?
I am willing to do whatever
Oh
it
my
takes to
God.
see this blade made whole once more.
Then I would
what he's doing.
Then I would recommend I hand over like a business card of that the dwarven woman who tried to fuck me in Western and say she crafted my armor, very well done. Personally, not my thing. But if you wanted to truly investigate the biological process of the material plane's inhabitants, I would recommend going here.
Oh my God, I can't believe you've actually held on to that idea for so long now. Do you know
Thank
what?
you for the suggestion. May we never meet on opposite sides of the battlefield.
I think I would say like a very similar working, like sort of same themed sort of salute in Orcish, like a let's hope we only ever fight side by side or something like that, as a traditional salute.
And then I will start heading off to find a place to set up camp because I need to rest before I do anything else. But that will be for another tale, I think.
Before you go, I'd like to do the dance of my people to thank you.
It's the Macarena.
And yeah, I'm gonna dance a little jig. Terribly.
Jurek, you can have an inspiration dice for that piece of well-remembered.
I've still got
data.
one
Have you?
from when I said I
Oh,
have been
wow.
known as Durak the Brave.
Okay.
So I don't know if I get to stack them, but
The player's handbook says that he gets to pick who that extra one goes to. If you, that's how you
is
do
that
it.
how it works?
There you go.
Does anyone not have one?
Me.
I don't. Oh wait.
Tell you what, we'll wait to see your fate before I decide to give it to you. Yeah, if Lana's dead, I'll give it to someone else. But for the meantime, I'll hand it off to Lana.
Oh, you know what I can do? I don't know if you need it, Jirek, but as thanks for that suggestion, he'll put the last 5 points of his lay on hands.
I was already above my maximum hit points.
Oh well. Thorfinn wasn't around, neither was Lana, so.
Yeah, it's appreciated. I'll try and like hold on to the energy of it so I can like channel it into Lana when I next see her if she's still alive.
Not sure if that works, but you know, whatever.
I just like hold my breath. And, wait, hopefully I can hold it in.
Lawrence is still dancing.
Is it? I'm picturing the what's his name? Charlie's dance from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, like
that's exactly
the
that,
all
the really
but
terrible jig. Yeah, that's exactly. That's literally what I had in my mind. That exact image.
Either that or Frank, just with the arms. Oh man.
Zartlan, what is your passive perception, please?
Uh, 13.
Okay, good to know.
Just my perception modifier, no bonuses.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mine's 12.
I'm actually proficient in it, but wisdom is my dump stat, so.
Okay. So you guys find yourself now in the lower portion of the Wildwood Valley, and as you guys look around, Jirak, you're familiar with this kind of area. You grew up near here, and you've actually been through here on hunting grounds with the dwarfs from Craghammer, and as you look around, you can see a very small portion of one of the spires from Craghammer, which is about a day's travel from where you currently are. And it's also good to point out that it is currently getting very dark.
Oh, if it's not right here nearby, then I say we find somewhere to camp. Ideally, like within eyesight of the river. So if someone joins us from the depths of it, then we'll be beside the bank to see them. But otherwise, yeah, camp here. Wait till morning, and then head to the city under the mountain.
Are you camping with the group, or have you begun to move on to your next destination, Zarlam?
Is that me, sorry, or Zarlam?
Zarlam, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. So I guess he's moving on. That's good. That's good to know. So yeah, you see as Zarlam begins to make his way on his own journey once again, he disappears into the darkening shadows of the dense wood. And as he leaves your sight.
But before you say anything, just to remind everyone to add 100 gold because Zarlam handed over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't forget.
Yeah. Give me a sec. Also, I need to know that.
Yeah, but not all of us are there. Not all of us can claim it yet because he's given it to you to distribute.
So who isn't there? Is it just Lana?
It is literally just Lana and Thorfinn that is
And Thorfinn
not
aren't there.
visible.
Okay, cool.
I'll take Thorfinn's and give it to him later.
That seems only fair. Sure, I can give Clarence. Oh my god, yeah. Hand it over. Sure, why not? I trust Clarence wholeheartedly. He's too innocent to lie.
Yes.
Just quickly, Molchaz, I did just message you. If I could just have a reply, that'd be great. Yeah. So for the rest of you, as Zartlam leaves your view, a rather casual form kind of maneuvers around the back of a tree line and is eating an apple. The individual.
Is he handsome?
She.
Oh.
She you recognise as your long-travelled companion, Goplana.
Sup, fuckos?
What the fuck are you doing? What?
Clarence runs up and gives her a big hug. I thought you were dead, you bitch.
Oh no, she can't have died. She was waiting on 100 gold.
You know me too well. And I'm going to hold up a pouch that you would recognise as Zartlan's.
Where did you get that?
I thought you just gave us the shield.
Oh,
Just fly, the implication flies straight over Jurek's head. I didn't get it.
Oh no, did he drop it?
Yes.
Zartlan!
My hand.
Oh, we should give it back to him.
No.
Yeah, Clarence, go find him. Go.
Oh, well, Clarence runs off, he's gone.
Right on to Clarence. You do that, I will murder you. Do you remember Blight? We're doing that again. Right, how many of us is there? 5?
Well,
there's 4 of us.
Thorfinn's
missing.
No, just 4. There's just 4 of us.
Thorfinn didn't make it.
As far as you're concerned, that could be an end result, but you don't know where
That
it
is a point.
And we don't like him at the moment, so we're happy with that result.
That's all right then. That means that everyone can add 151 gold bar Thorfinn, because I don't know where he is. He could have run off for like. So 151 gold each. And you're welcome.
Jeez. Very well done. Oh man.
What do you mean well done? She just found it. He dropped it.
Well done on her perception of finding it.
Yeah, I
I'm
think that's
very good
misspelled.
when it
There's a
comes
D in there somewhere.
I mean, I'd just like to remind us all. We may come up with good plans, but they don't normally work out.
They really don't always do, but sometimes, just sometimes.
Just
He's going to really need that card, Jirak.
oh god, yeah, it's the only way he's gonna be able to pay for it.
So, as
Oh, dear.
night falls, are you guys deciding to camp here?
Personally, can we put as much distance between us and Satlan as we can?
Of course.
I would like to find Thorfinn first, though.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, we'll never get our money back.
Okay. I need you guys to make investigation rolls if you're looking for Thorfinn. Thorfinn, I need you to make me a survival check, please.
Oh, God.
Actually, yeah, survival check.
Oh, I've just done that to GM. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll put it back.
Okay. You are so lucky, Thorfinn.
Like 451 each. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Mate, I don't play around.
I have literally never had this much money before. That's a lie. That's a lie. I had
That is a
just
lie.
above this amount of money before it was stolen from
No,
me.
you had 1,700 odd when it got stolen from you. You had more than it.
I thought it was 1,074.
1,705.
No,
No, no. I
1,700.
had 1,705, and you took 1,704 because I had one left.
Yeah, that's the one.
Was leaving one gold behind an attempt to make it look like the gold fairy stole it from us, or was it just like a calling card?
I can't say. All adds to the mystery.
So, Thorfinn and Goplan is the first person to find Thorfinn, as Thorfinn navigated relatively well through the woodland area towards your location. Luckily, if you rolled one less Thorfinn, because it was a high DC, you would have been lost and a possible random encounter all on your own.
Oh boy.
I was lucky.
It was.
So, who's got more money for the giant killing?
I give it to Clarence.
I remember that.
Again, fully believing that Clarence was gonna give it to him.
Also, wasn't it 200 each, Jirak?
He gave us 100 before.
100 and then 100, yeah.
So 200 each. Oh,
Yep.
yeah. That's annoying.
Yeah. This is when I go up to Clarence, pick him up by his ankles, start shaking him for my money.
Oh, isn't it fun when it's on the other side, right?
Does an 18 hit? Does an 18 hit? I didn't get here an answer.
No, I reckon I would have been quicker than you trying to hit me.
I don't think so. I mean, this isn't real life. This is a roll of. Does an 18 hit your AC?
It depends, yeah. Your AC includes how fast you're adapting.
18 does hit, yeah.
Okay. So
I'm gonna, as soon as he hits, I'm gonna grapple Clarence.
why are you grappling me?
Because
He's the one that's just picked me up by my ankle.
okay, by
This is
by
child
grapple.
abuse. This is stranger danger. Stranger danger.
You know that there are no like police officers you can scream to, right, Clarence? That's a terrible fucking
stranger
way to say
danger.
it. Jesus Christ.
So you guys know where you are. You are. Oh, if I can ever read that and that and that. You are right here. If that is now visible. And I think that may be a good place to end the session for you guys.
Not going to forget about that goal, Clarence.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not. Written it down.
Yeah, you.
Written down everything. Made it
No.
bold.
Okay, you might not forget about it, but Clarence definitely will, and then good luck trying to get it off him.
Right, it's either the 100 gold or all of the gold.
I gave it back to Jirak.
Nah, session's ended now.
Okay.
That's
Well, I'll remember.